It's Week 11 of the NFL, and the spotlight is on the Cardinals' superstar cornerback, who's had quarterbacks numbers all season, coming down with 7 picks. It's the Cardinals and the Colts. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Indianapolis Colts. Alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Cardinals in this matchup. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week they study the opponent, they probe its weaknesses, and they move the ball around that way. They emphasize who's going to get it based on what they think they'll accomplish in that game. Other teams, they're a system team. They're going to run what they run no matter what. I like this style of offense. It suits them well.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, reload.
Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. 3rd play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt. Now in year number 6. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. The Cardinals at 9-1 on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he stopped immediately there. no gain on the play there. Second down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts' 40-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On second down, they'll run it here. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things.
And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play. Yeah.
That too.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up second down. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Colts are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second down and goal. Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now a third and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. These two teams all tied after one. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
When trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts' 18-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. Here we go on 4th down, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Cards' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point try now for Patterson. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving it.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Cardinals are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Partner, I think this one won't arrive very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From a yard out.
And the Cardinals go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now 21-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. From the 27, Hurts. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now.
Hey, hey, ho, ho. Ready.
3rd down, here's Taylor.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 51 yards on the punt there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The second quarter score from Cincinnati. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
70 yards rushing for him now to this point.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Cardinals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
So here are the Cardinals to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go. 3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. They'll set up to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Colts will go on offense here. 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And he'll power his way up near the 25. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Throwing is Hurts. They'll find Ayuk open right side.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Second and 11. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Oh, he shifts past him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he'll punt it away for the second time. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. And the ball is free. Taylor lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Dancing to his left. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Ready.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has. Back now in Indianapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Azeez Ojulari in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Hurts.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues. And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, You never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Indianapolis offense ready to go again. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
On the draw is Taylor.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. He'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw here.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped him for no gain.
And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain.
And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Ready?
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Set.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Watch out now. 50, 6. Mega.
Back to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Colts will take over here just shy of the 30.
Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Well, this game well in hand. Perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
He's going to look deep down the field.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Here's Hurts to throw.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Now they got to get to the line quickly. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Hurts. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 20-yard line. And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Colts get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth-quarter deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now down to 20. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 19. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And even playing on the road, the class of this ball club just too much to overcome.
Yeah, deep down, I think even the fans knew how this one was going to turn out. All right, they just came to support their team, hoped they'd see some good football, and they did. But they didn't really expect their team to win. In fact, they probably came in and said, let's win the tailgate. Because that's where we have the advantage, and I bet they did that.
So for Arizona, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1.
Dale.